Welcome to a class on the shoulders and neck. It's also connected to speech, to your thyroid, emotionally speaking your truth, having the strength to say no. And it's connected to the space element. Making space in your life for the things you love doing. So I thought I'd start not sitting on the mat, but just closer to the camera. So I want to teach you ocean breath, and it's better if you can hear it a little better. So ocean breath is connected to your throat. It's sort of closing down the back of your throat, and it's on the exhale. It sends a wave of relaxation through you, so it's a very calming and relaxing breath. And you can practice it throughout your yoga class. And it's important not to be too strong with the breath, because that can actually irritate and cause anger. And we're aiming in the class to find calm and peace. So breathing in, cool air flowing up the two nostrils. And breathing out, feeling fresh and calm and a little lighter. And moving on to breathing in, feeling the fresh, cool air flowing down the back of your throat. And then as you're breathing out, you're sort of closing down the back of your throat. And you can only experience this really with practice. So just practicing it till you get the feeling right. And it just makes the sound of a gentle ocean. So I'm going to do a couple of those breaths with you now. If you don't want to practice ocean breath, that's fine. Each yoga breath is slightly different, and some you'll be ready to practice, you'll want to practice, and others you won't want to. So you just let that go. But it's important with your breathing today to just try and stay focused on the breath in your throat. So breathing in, feeling the air flowing down your throat. And breathing out, just feeling a soft, silky, smooth breath out. So really the sound when you get it right it's barely noticeable, but you can hear it. And more importantly, if you're practicing correctly, you can feel it. You feel just this wave of relaxation. And the longer and smoother that you can make your ocean breath, the more you'll feel how it's affecting your nervous system. It's calming and it's cooling. And it works on your thyroid, so your hormones, helps to strengthen your voice. And when I'm practicing at home, I bring it into all of my classes. So you won't probably hear it as I'm practicing, but just trying to bring that in with every exhale. I will remind you verbally. I'm going to start with some gentle movements. I'm just starting by sitting cross-legged. And remember, at any time, if you find it really uncomfortable to sit cross-legged, then you can put your legs out straight, you can kneel. All of these things are working on your body. So we're starting with our ocean breath and just making some lovely movements in your shoulders and your neck. And we're just starting with some gentle shoulder circles. So as I'm breathing in, shoulders are coming up, and as I'm breathing out, the ocean breath. Oh, I like to close my eyes. Takes me inwards. So this class is moving more into your mind. First, 3 chakras or areas of your body, connected more to the physical. But now we move into the last ones, connected to your mind. Smile, relax your face. One more. And then I'm just turning my head, breathing from side to side, keeping my chin down nice and slow. Noticing if your shoulders want to come up. On the exhale, just try and focus on keeping them down, relaxing them. Or even just imagining that you're relaxing them. That's where it starts. So for my breath in, ocean breath as you're breathing out. Breathing in into your belly and your chest, and breathing out, ocean breath. And doing some gentle half circles. Again, just alternating, breathing in and out. Sitting up nice and straight, open your chest. Smile, relax your shoulders. Enjoy the class. Move out of anything that doesn't feel good. And one more. And then we're just moving into your arms. So breathing in, arms up, and breathing out. Arms down. And notice how slow I'm going. So if you're having trouble with this, just close your eyes and do the practice on your own. And slowing down your breath, slowing down your mind, makes you calmer and cools down your body. One more. And then a little bit more movement through your body. Put my hands resting either on your knees, or it might feel better to rest them here. And you might want to swap your cross legs. You tend to get used to just sitting in one way, and so it's just nice to keep your body balanced. I'm sitting here for a little while. Breathing in and out, drawing in your belly, drop on your pelvic floor. Ocean breath in as you exhale, and breathing in, your chest comes forwards. Only lifting up your neck if it feels safe, otherwise keep your chin down. So strengthening your neck and your shoulders doesn't mean pushing yourself into strong postures. It means finding and listening to your body and not doing anything that doesn't feel like a nice stretch. And in that way, you'll just gradually open all the energy in your body. Breathing in and then out as you're dropping down, drawing in your pelvic floor, drawing in your belly, so you're working with bandhas and locks. And then we'll just do a little twist before we start to move a little deeper. So I'm resting my hand on my knee, sitting up nice and straight. If you're finding it uncomfortable, you might want your blanket folded again, or you need to sit up higher. Resting my other hand behind, tucking down my chin, and I'm just working with the movement again. Breathing out as I'm looking over my shoulder, releasing my shoulders with the exhale, focusing on them. I'm breathing in as I'm coming back. Some of you that have practiced for a little while might be able to take your awareness to the point between your eyebrows. So it's inner wisdom, the third eye in yoga, the inward focus. But you're still using your ocean breath in your throat. Back to the center. If you need to move in any which way that feels good. And then the other side. Breathing in and out, just looking over your shoulder, nice and slow. But again, if you're breathing quicker, just close your eyes and practice. Eventually, you're aiming to slow down your breath and slow down your movement, so you're not rushing through this world. What's next? Just enjoying the here and now. And maybe you might discover that it's all in your mind. See how you feel now as you sit in. Just going to do a couple more breaths. Breathing into your belly and your chest, and then ocean breath in on the exhale, chin down slightly. And so from here, going to come into the cat-cow. Hands separated, fingers equal distance apart. Press them down into the floor. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hip. Press your shins down. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel the support that your body has. And then from here, I'm breathing in. Again, only looking up if it feels nice in your neck. Otherwise, keep your chin down and out. Drawing up on your belly, your pelvic floor. Breathing in. I've bent my elbows a tiny, tiny bit, and they're facing each other. I'm pushing with my hand. I'm pushing with my shins. And we're going to keep this going for a little while because it's lovely for your whole spine. So if you want to work a little bit stronger, as you're breathing in, put your leg back, and as you're breathing out, you draw your knee towards your chest like I've done. And then breathing in, leg comes back. And out. Now, if you've forgotten about your ocean breath doing that, then that's a sure sign that you don't need to be practicing stronger physical postures. You need to focus on your breathing. So swapping sides if you want to keep going, and you can focus on your breathing. Otherwise, I'm staying with a more gentle practice and encouraging you to do the same if you've lost your breath. You're strengthening your throat, your neck and your shoulder. And once you're pretty strong, then you can work it into your whole body and you can do stronger posture. So from here, I'm just taking my arms a little wider, which just helps to bring your shoulder blades wider and helps with your back. So it's a cooling, calming class, and any of the postures where your head's down brings oxygen to your brain. It also works on your heart muscle, but it's also cooling and calming for your mind. So I'm tucking up my toes, drawing in my belly, keep my knees bent, check my elbows, hands equal distance apart, press them down. Spend a while to get into each of your postures, don't rush. Each one is a meditation, and every time you move it feels a little differently. It's all good for your body. So I am going to start to stretch into the backs of my legs, but you might be just staying here. And just bringing your heels down. And then I'm working, again, our focus is our neck and our shoulders. So breathing in, lifting my head, and out. So if this is too strong, just go on to hands and knees and do the movements in your neck. You've literally taken the weight of the world off your shoulders. This is your mind that's often filled with worry. And if you just step into the present moment, as in now, ocean breath in, releasing the tension in your neck and shoulders, just finding peace in this present moment. From here, I'm just bending my knees and walking. You can step if you want to, and slowly. And relax your shoulders, just noticing if you've got any tension. And coming up, just with a shoulder shrug to the mountain. I'll step to the side for a moment. So feet together or slightly separate. Draw upon your kneecaps. Draw upon your pelvic floor. You're drawing your belly in a little, and you'll notice your chest lifting. So we've covered these in different classes, but it's all in each class has got these concepts. Each class works through your whole body. And your chin is down a little. Take your hands down by your side, stretch through your fingertips, feel that strength in your hands. And just taking a few breaths here, going back to your ocean breath. So of all the postures, the simple ones are much nicer for focusing on the breathing. And it's much better to practice on your breath. If you're losing your breath, you're not practicing yoga, you're just doing an exercise. And sometimes, if you're not really aware of what you're doing, then you can injure yourself. And yoga is about connection, union, body and your mind. So we're going to bring in a mudra, a hand position, and I'm going to bring my two middle fingers together. So first of all, clasping my hands, and then the two fingers together. And you might notice that there's a lot of space now underneath your palms. It's Matangi Mudra. Finding the space in your life to do the things you love, to do the things you enjoy, are all to do with the throat chakra. There's to do with creativity as well. Writing, speech, singing are all really nice for this area of your body. We'll do 3 breaths, holding our Matangi Mudra. Ocean breath in nice and slowly on the exhale. The guardian of wisdom. Spending your time wisely. Being clearer in what you want from your life so that you can make it happen. So we're doing our strengthening postures. You might have been at the edge of your mat. But coming to the edge if you're not already, or the short edge, and just taking one leg back. It's about a leg length. If you're a bit stronger, more flexible, you can take it a little wider, but not too much. Or, it might be closer together. It's the alignment that's more important. So I'm lining up my foot with the insides of my mat. And this foot is sort of turned at 45 degrees, fairly close to the edge, which makes it really good and supportive for your lower back. So you notice that's made a big curve in my back, my belly sticking forward. So I'm going to draw that in a bit just to bring in, my core and my solar plexus. Draw your belly in towards your spine. And just put your palms together and take a breath here. And this might be as far as you're going in the class. Focusing on your ocean breath and strengthening your legs and up through your spine. So if you want to make it deeper, and again it's head forward, legs open, cooling and calming to your body, but also strengthening to your whole body. Just watching, because I notice people tend to sort of come down like this. So just have a look at your chest forwards. So if you're sort of coming down, hunching to try and get down, stay up. Look at your chest, and if your chest is not coming forwards, then just stay here. If it is, then you're ready to move on with your chest leading and just dropping your hand down, drawing in your belly and tucking down your chin slightly. So some of you might be more flexible. At any point, just stopping. I'm just going to take it right into the stronger, the deeper part of the practice, so that everyone can practice at their own level. You're all special, unique. So you might be holding on to your elbows, which you might notice helps with that. Or even more, maybe you've got to turn around so you can see what I've done. I just put my palms together at the back. You've been there a couple of breaths. I'll join you, just doing a couple more. Drawing in your belly as you're breathing out, ocean breath in, and you might just find a little place to drop down into a little bit more. And then as you're breathing in, you press with your legs, engage your core, or your bandhas, those lovely energy seals in yoga. It might feel nice just to stretch back a little before bringing your arms up, and just making any movements that feels nice before slowly turning. So we're doing everything slowly with focus. Yoga should be a form of meditation. A connection to your body, so every movement that you make, just feeling it. And trying to move away from anything that gives discomfort. Again, just finding whatever posture you might be staying here, drawing in your belly, drawing upon your kneecaps, pushing with your feet, just engaging that strength through your whole body. Encouraging the flow of prana, just ocean breath in here. If you're really wanting to, make a difference to your practice with your breathing. Or you might be coming forwards. Again, just checking your chest, making sure you're not twisting to the side. And if you're a little stronger, you might be able to hold onto your elbows or the prayer. Drawing in my belly, opening my chest. And you take a little while to get in. I'm not going to force myself down. If I was practicing properly, I would be doing my deep ocean breath, and I'd be dropping down a little bit more when I'm talking. And it's not about, how far you can go. So if you're just here, breathing, you're practicing yoga. One more breath. And then just heel toe, you're coming out of it. Doing some movements. Nice balance to stretch through this part of your chest is the dancer. And again, every posture has beginnings, and start at the beginning, don't rush through. So being careful with this. If you haven't hung on to your ankle before, then you're probably just better just bringing up one leg. Actually, I'll do the other one so you can see what I'm doing with my arm, which is more important at the moment. That's what we're focusing on. So I'm bringing up one leg, and I'm just taking the other one around my back, and I'm bringing my index finger and my thumb together and just coming forwards, drawing in my belly. So if you're a little stronger, you might be able to hold on to that ankle and make your mudra, find a spot to gaze, and just slowly, slowly coming forwards. Don't worry if you wobble. Be strong. Drawing your belly. So keep going. I'm just going to come out of it because more than anything when I was practicing, I was trying to force my leg up into the air, and I realised just in the last year, things change all the time with yoga, that the stretch is more with that arm that goes back. So as you're holding on, if you can sort of feel that stretch just through here, and try and bring the shoulder back through. It feels amazing. Just one more breath. And then coming down, coming out of it. And swapping sides. So if you need to use the wall, you can. Because are you focusing on your ocean breath? Quite often when we go into balances and things, people forget to breathe. And that's so important. So then you might be better just to come into it. Focus on this part, coming out, and just doing your breathing here. Or you might be able to go further. So that if you're practicing your mudra, make it elegant and beautiful. Just bend your elbow. Try to take your focus away from how deep, how far you can go, and trying to feel it in the shoulder. Opening. Smile. So you can dance through life, flexible and strong. And then slowly coming out of it, try not to wobble, but just notice how you feel. And then we're going to swap our feet. Once you've come up, this time you're turning your legs in a little. And you're drawing in your belly and your chest. And I'm looking around because I should have a block or a book, but because I don't use them myself in my practice, but you probably will need to. So you're just coming down, so book or a block. I'll mention it at the beginning of the video to have. So just imagining you've got your block, you're drawing in your belly, and you might be just placing that on the floor and just resting your hands on it. It's probably about this. Or some of you might even need a chair to practice this. So I have got the chairs. And you would just be belly in. Legs slipping a little, so I won't go too deep into it. So you sort of resting here. So chair's really nice and supportive. Keep doing your breathing. And finally, we've done the very easy, a little bit more supportive. And if you're drawing in your belly as you're breathing out and practicing your ocean breath, your chest's opening, you're just feeling that you're dropping down, maybe going deeper into it, then your hands might reach the floor. But don't force that either. Just stay on your block for a while, listen and be guided by your body. So if you've come down here, then maybe you can start to work your hands in towards your feet. So I've come into it pretty quick. It takes a lot longer for me to straighten and feel my back releasing. So the slower you move into these postures, you'll just feel a deepening, you'll feel your body giving. And this is so nice for your head, because your head's down, so prana is moving into your mind. Oxygen's moving into your brain. The Eastern and the Western philosophies. If it feels nice, why not make some movements with your neck and your head? All the time, I'm trying to take that bend out of my spine. I might have it. And maybe just as I was showing you, I went into it too quickly, so you might, just move out of it a little. Your chin tucked down a little. It's nice to have your spine aligned in this position so that energy can flow through your whole spine and into your head. So wherever you are, nice slow breath. Some of you might be thinking of moving out of it. After a little while, it almost feels like you can stay here for a long time, but as a beginner, it's best now to just lie down on your back and bend your knees. Breathing in, nice slow breath, and then breathing out, ocean breath. Exhale, draw in your belly and draw up on your pelvic floor, and you might just feel that, that you can drop a little deeper into it. And you'll sort of find as well that you start to feel almost like you're going to fall forwards as you go deeper. And eventually, your head might touch the floor. We're all coming out of it now, very slowly. I'm just bringing my legs in a bit and bending my knees. Just use your own intuition to figure out how to come out of it. Just straight back. Very calming and cooling to your body. And we're lying down into the bridge. So legs are about hip width apart, which is the size of a yoga block. I notice most people have got their legs too wide. It's much better for your lower spine to have them closer in. And your feet are parallel, and I always check mine because my feet are always not parallel. And for a moment, just joining together the thumb and the middle finger. And just resting your hands down. So this is a lovely mudra. Again, all the middle finger mudras are connected to the element of space. And this one helps you to realize that, or to lose attachments to the material things in life, and to start to become aware that they're not the things that make you happy. It's how you spend your life, who you spend it with, what you spend it doing. It's non-greediness. Moderation is a nice way to think about it as well. Ocean breath in on the exhale. Come back to your breathing. You might have lost it a little bit with those stronger postures. Feel your body relaxing and sinking. And it's important to spend time relaxing as well as strengthening to keep the balance right. And more in our busy lives, we need this time of rest, regeneration, and resetting your nervous system with your ocean breath. So see if you can lengthen the exhale a little, make it soft and silky and smooth, and see if you can just feel your breath in this area of your body, whether you're making the sound of the ocean or whether you're just experiencing it. Drift off, float away. And one more. As I'm breathing in, I'm breathing into my belly a little, into my chest. And on the exhale, I'll take my awareness, my breath in my throat. So some of you might be just leaving your bottom on the floor, palms facing down, and simply tucking down your chin as much as you can and pushing your shoulders and your hands down and trying to bring your chest forward. So this is really amazing, really nice for your neck, but it's also strengthening the front of your throat. Those muscles from sitting are often weak, and it is a weak part of our body with very little protection. Some of you might be a bit stronger, so if it feels okay, I'm bringing my bottom up, but I'm not really working in this area. I'm not trying to force it up to the ceiling or not. I just want it to feel comfortable so I can get a deeper stretch and work stronger in my neck and my shoulders, which is what we're focusing on. So now I'm trying to bring my chest forward as much as I can by pressing my hands in, my arms, and I'm tucking down my chin. My bottom is coming up a bit, but my focus isn't on that area, it's on my neck. And then I've just relaxed my shoulders a little and widened them. And I'm just going to stay here. For me, this feels nice and comfortable. So wherever you are, it might be down here. And if you do need to come down, just come down really, really slowly at any time that you want to, because we're going to hold it for a little while. Slow postures held a little longer, learning, using them as meditation. So I'm breathing into my belly and into my chest. And then breathing out, I'm ocean breathing. And trying to feel these muscles working in my throat. And relaxing my shoulders and my hands. And feeling my feet on the floor. And smiling. There's so much to learn in yoga. You could spend the rest of your life. I'm going to enjoy it all this learning about my body, feeling into muscles I've never experienced before, feeling myself growing stronger and calmer. I'm moving into my inner world with my ocean breath and floating away. I'm coming down, if you haven't already, really slowly. Just breathing softly. I'm trying to get the very, very middle of my back, which is the hardest part, so I'm drawing in a bit to touch the floor. And when you're down, you might want to draw your knees in and just do some movements. There's a lot of different things you can do here, because this is that bit of the class where it's intuitive. It's what it feels like. So just anything that feels really nice in your lower back. You've got the hard floor, and that's just opening your whole spine. Or anything. I'm just being intuitive, and I hope you are too. So our next posture, it's quite a simple one, but it's strong. So we're working on strengthening the muscles in your throat, strengthening your thyroid gland, you're increasing the blood supply. That is Western. In Eastern, it's encouraging the flow of prana to your throat. And that's a really important chakra or energy center. And so hands down. Important that you relax your shoulders down onto the floor. So again, some of you might just be tucking down your chin here, and this might be as far as you need to go. Others of you might be a little stronger, and you might be able to lift your head up and tuck your chin down. But the shoulders are relaxing down into the floor. So don't go too far. Just find that spot about there where I'm really working. I can actually feel it shaking. It's a weak part of my body. I'm going to smile, I'm going to stay here, but not for too long. So you might be there a little longer. You can always come back up again. It's so simple and so easy to do. I'll come up further, it's easier, I'm engaging my core, and that's working a little bit more into my whole body. But there's somewhere, a spot just about here where I can just feel it's just my neck. And I'm ocean breathing. And I'm coming back down again. If you're still there, just take another breath. You have to be really careful with neck, so if you have got neck issues, you might have chosen this class specially. But in some ways, some of these postures are quite strong on your neck, and you need to be really careful with them. So this is another one that you might just stay in the gentle posture. If you've got neck problems, the very first stretching that we did was much better for you. These, if you work on them for a little longer and stick with these very gentle bits that I'm showing you, rather than trying to go deeper into it, then you're going to make your neck healthy. Just bringing my hands down, which that's sort of stretching your shoulders anywhere, palms down and placing them underneath my bottom. And so this is the beginning of it. Oops, I can't get my legs down. Feet together, preferably. And you're just holding it here, pushing down. I'm pushing my elbows and my arms down into the floor, and you can probably see how that's just lifting my chest and tucking my chin down. So if you've got neck problems and you haven't practiced much yoga, stay here. If you want to take it stronger, then you dig your elbows in, you tip your chest forwards, and you tip your head back. You're dorsiflexing your feet, so you're drawing up your feet. And you're staying here, and while you're here you might want to open and close your jaw a few times. Just releasing any tension in your neck. If you haven't gone that far, you're still dorsiflexing your feet, tucking down your chin. I can still feel this in my jaw. It feels good. So we've been working quite a bit on strength. We've done a little bit of a flow. And now we're going to move into some yin. The yin postures you hold for a lot longer. And this is just to feel nice, to enjoy. And bring in the blanket. So you might have a blanket at home. It might be a pillow. These are really good because they don't sort of flatten off, and you can do all sorts with them. So you might have it like this. And I'm going to have my head tipped back a bit just to allow the flow of energy. We're doing a lovely meditation here. So I'm lying down. Getting my head, so it's just tipping off the back of the blanket. With your legs, you can have them straight. If you've got back problems, it's better to bend them, or you can, feet together, open your legs, and spread your arms wide, so you can feel it in here as well. Or it might feel nicer to be a little bit more closed, so this would be more sort of a comforting, supportive inward position, just to put your hands on your belly, or maybe even here, so you're touching your throat, so you can be a little bit more aware of it. Fiddle about, just get it nice. So stronger, you might fold your blanket a little more. If you've got a pillow, you're just playing with it. You've probably got lots of different pillows at home, so just trying and finding which one really works for you, which one feels nice when you open in your chest and open in the front of your throat. See, so that's a much deeper stretch in my neck. So if you're a beginner with yoga, you wouldn't want to be doing this at all. You'd be at the more gentle posture. And then you might want to take your arms out, and you can practice your Akasha Mudra with your thumb and your index finger together. Just bringing in the air element. So I don't feel this isn't comfortable for me. I know that it's in the way. I prefer the other one today. And different days you'll find, so if you have stretched your head back and you need to bring it up, always use your hand. Different days you'll just find that, you want to practice differently. Sometimes you want to be more gentle, other times you want a lovely deep stretch. So I'm just leaving you to now find that position, to get yourself comfortable, and to find stillness. I'm going to be here for 5, maybe 10 minutes. So it's very easy for us to focus on our body and our positioning, and to do the hatha, the strength, the ha. The holding postures are much more difficult. But it makes it a lot easier if you find and make yourself comfortable. So now realizing, have you taken yourself too far? This is why these are so much of a learning experience as well. And why have you done that? Do you need to adjust it a little bit? Is your neck too flicked back? Do you need to just lie flat in Shavasana? Can you be confident enough to find a posture that suits your body and not just follow the crowd, even if that means making yourself uncomfortable? So we're readjusting yourself now if you need to. Bringing together, if you want to, you might just have your palms facing up. But it's nice to bring in some of the mudras, so we're working with the element of space, which is connected to your throat, which is connected to speech. So we've opened the physical body with our yoga practice, but yoga has so much more to offer, and the energy or the emotions can work with us as well, the mind. And we're going to start by just bringing yourself back to your ocean breath. Maybe you've been keeping that going the whole way, or that just gentle breath through your throat, just feeling you're breathing in, feeling that cool air flowing down your throat, and breathing out, that freshness is moving into every cell of your body. Breathing in that fresh air, and every cell of your body is relaxing, becoming calmer. And breathing in, feeling the air flowing down your throat. Prana, energy, it's more subtle than air. And breathing out, that energy is flowing into every cell of your body, making you feel pure, making you feel fresh. And we can give that energy a colour. Some people are really visual. And each centre, we've got 7 centres in our body, is connected to a colour. So the colour of the throat energy is sky blue. Sparkling blue sphere of light. This is your throat chakra. And as you're breathing in, just imagining that light. You'll be able to feel it in your throat if you can still keep that focus there. You might feel tingling or warmth in that area. And as you're breathing out, that sphere of light is just increasing, becoming bigger, and spreading. See if you can spread it into every cell, every part of your body, your fingers, your toes, this beautiful, bathing it in this wonderful sky blue light, which is cooling, calming, relaxing. Keep breathing in that beautiful colour. I'm just going to leave you to your visualization for a few more minutes. Been there a little while. You might want to move now into Shavasana. So it'd be nice to put a pillow underneath your head. Just to then tuck your chin down. If it's a hot day, if you want to stay cool, you might want to take your arms wider and your legs. So Shavasana, you're lying down on your back. I might just demonstrate that anyway. Just slowly coming out of the posture. But if you're in this comfortable, open posture and you would like to stay for a little bit longer, you just stay. This is more intuitive. This is the part of the class where you're learning to trust your body and to listen to what feels nice. So you've had your neck and your throat open, and so now you're just tucking it down, which is why the blanket's nice, because it just helps to bring your chin down. If you still want to stay open, then you might want to take your legs out wide and your arms out wide. It's much cooling and a really nice thing to practice in the summer. If you prefer to bring them all in, you might want to rest your hands here. Maybe it even feels nicer to bend your knees. Or if you want to close up, if you want to feel more secure now, you might just want to bring your knees in. So just adapt it. Traditional Shavasana. Arms down, legs down. But adapt it to suit you, to what feels nice. Enjoying each posture, make it your own. Make your yoga practice your own. And you can practice this anytime you want to. And I know that when I practice the yoga and I breathe, I start to speak my truth. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. So back to the ocean breath, or you might just want to leave that behind now. Maybe you just feeling your body relaxing, sinking, flopping. Smile, relax your face. Relax your shoulders, your hands. With every exhale, if you slow it down a little, you'll feel that you can guide it into parts of your body, and over time you'll be able to relax them. You'll just feel your body softening, almost like you're starting to float. Imagine yourself surrounded by that beautiful sky blue, beautiful clear sky. And you breathe in that colour in. It's flowing through you and around you. As you're breathing in, I feel I am the sky. I feel light, free, clear, pure, and limitless. Make sure you're smiling. Again, as you're breathing in, just breathe in more of that beautiful blue. I am the sky. I am connected to everything. I am part of everything. I feel pure. I feel fresh. Clear, light, free myself. A busy world down there, just floating away for a while, just allowing it to happen. Every breath in, you just remind yourself, stay with your own breath. See if you can remember a few of the words, I'll repeat them again. I am the sky. I am part of the world around me. I'm clear, pure. I feel fresh, light. I am free. Every breath in is that beautiful blue, the sky, vast, limitless. Float out there and be on it, be with it, be part of it. Feel your connection. Speak from your heart with gentleness, with love. Learn to say no to situations. Find space to do the things you love, which might be, that's what I've learned in my life, doing nothing, just breathing and relaxing, spending time alone. Listening to the birds, the wind in the trees, the chimes, connecting with the rest of the world, the real world, nature. I feel I am the sky, or I'm part of the sky, whichever works for you. I feel light, free, fresh, pure. Now it's going to ring a singing bowl, but the birds are singing instead, because singing's part of this. Listening, just slowly moving your fingers and your toes. Stretching, yawning, and then turning onto your sides. I'm going to just stay quiet now. So just curl up in a ball on your side, take your time. Listen to the birds, the sounds around you. want to make your way to sitting, or you might want to just stay here a little longer and just listen. Sitting on the edge of your blanket. Bring your index and middle finger together. And then just bringing your palms together. My life's been changing for many years. I used to work in big cities, in hospitals, with a profession. I had lots of money. That didn't make me happy. And so over the years I've been searching for a better life, and it's taken me to Australia, where there's so much nature. And the house that we've chosen to live in is close to the bush. It wasn't an expensive house, and a lot of the things that are in it we've actually made ourselves, painted and tiled, and grew a garden. So I've spent my life, quite a lot of my life, just making it, the spaces around me, beautiful. Some of them don't need my help. That's something I'm learning as well. Make changes in your life. Find space. Make sure that you're following your heart and your dreams. Make sure that you speak up for what you need. Namaste. into the real world.